Alright, what up people, it's your boy Master Chudy out here with another comic review, and we got the Man of Steel. Bendis has been coming. If you didn't see the double page plasters of your favorite DC comics to tell you that Bendis is coming, Bendis is here. And what did I think of his comic? His first issue on Superman? It was not bad. I was pleasantly surprised. It wasn't the best, but I do think it's a good jumping point off a new Superman story. And I watched a bit of Yellow Flash's review, as he said that the editorial really probably said that, yo, Bendis, Tomasi and Gleason and Jurgens set a standard. We need you to follow it. But I do think, and I hope that this has reinvigorated him to write good stories after his dismal ending with Iron Man. But let's begin. So, yep. So we have Krypton, many years ago. We see that a villain is talking with a group of people, which include a Guardian from the Green Lantern Corps, and he's pretty much saying that the Kryptonians have based their commerce on pretty much conquering weaker planets. And Kryptonians will pledge all these planets to be forced to turn on each other. If Krypton will plunge these lesser planets into dominion. And then, so basically saying that because of Krypton's going on different planets and taking their resources, that this is an abomination. And the Guardian asks Rogol Zar, which is this guy, saying, what would you have us do? And just see Krypton's a virus, a plague that must be stopped before everything we have sacrificed and fought for is warped and disregarded to the point that we no longer recognize it. Choices like this, they must never be determined by factors of sentiment, but only by recognition of the facts. Only one thing will rid us of the Kryptonian plague in this galaxy for one more generation. And then this guy asks, what do you mean, Rogol? They say, Krypton will not buckle to threats of war. They will not surrender. They will fight to keep their way of life, and if we engage them, we are to win. The damage to our resources will be catastrophic. War is not the answer. Krypton must be cleansed. Every one of them. So he pretty much says, let's kill the Kryptonians. And we see Michael Bendis. Ivan Reis is the pencils, the arts, and of course we all know how he does. Jay Fabok also did the art for the last 2 pages or so. Accent clear the colors, and Joe proudly inks. The art is really good. Everything is great. So let's go. So we're in Metropolis now. Excuse me. Let me see the Killer Moth and Firefly are having a little argument here. And Killer Moth wants his cut. Wants his cut. But of course Superman races in and captures them both. They say, oh God, please don't drop me. I don't do that. Batman does it all the time. I know. But it's funny when he does it. He's like, oh God, hey, professional courtesy. You don't have to answer. What happened to guys like you being scared to step foot in Metropolis? I thought this was what the perfect heist. Good plan. Thank you. Oh, you're being sarcastic. Yes. So nice humor. A little bit of banter. He's like, I wish you could hear this. There's a young woman I'd say 2 miles away playing her best friend a song she's been working on to cover. I've heard that song before. I can't place it. Her voice cracks in the right spots, as if there's no possible way for those words to come out. So we see a classic Superman. He's got the trunks and everything like that. It's pretty good. It's nice to see him back looking like Superman. It's just about the most beautiful thing I ever heard. What is that song? Like, I didn't mean to interrupt. I'm embarrassed. I did. I heard a scream her way, and I was trying to remember where the scream came from. So he's basically having this inner monologue to himself, and we see he's at a fire. He goes in doing Superman things. He starts rescuing the people, and he's telling, he's like, I see, everyone back up. As my mom always said, fire is fire. So that's nice. And then he blows out the fire. And then we just see a girl like this saying, holy ish. And he's like, language, please. See what you did there. It's like, sorry. And so she rescued these puppy. And we just see, ready? Before. So she curses again. This is not bad. It's pretty humorous. It's like, do you see your mom or dad? Right there. It's like, this thing's not cooperating. I hate to bother you, but is there anything you can do, Superman? He's like, happy to. So he grabs all the fire, twirls it out, saves the day. Not bad. And then he examines the place. He sees it must have been sabotage. But then he just seems to be having a certain flashback. He said, Dad, what is that? Clark? Dad, what is this? Like, and then, of course, he zones out. And it's like, you okay, Superman? Yes? It's like, did you overdo it? with the fancy fire move, I was thinking about the cause of the fire. And the chief is like, how can you tell? It's like, you can tell. Also, there's been just too many fires in this part of the city that it can't be some random. I'm sorry, have we met? No, I just transferred from Coast City. Hi, I'm Deputy Fire Chief Melody Moore. She looks like she'll play a big role, maybe in the series, or maybe be like Detective Sabota to Nightwing in his series. So she thanks Superman for the help, and he said, thanks, but you have a job. I do have a couple. Out about there being too many fires. What do you think was behind this? Insurance? There's a lot of sift through, lots of them. I hate to speak out of ignorance, but you think it's somehow something. Like, is there something worse than lighting a building full of fire people for money? I have a friend from the Daily Planet follow up with your investigators. It's important the public knows. Oh, that would be very nice. Thank you. How long have you been on the job? First day, so yeah. Very nice to meet you, Deputy Chief Moore. Am I taller than Wonder Woman? Yes, actually, I knew it. You know what? I recently dropped off an arson-themed criminal. Firefly? Feels worth your investigator's time? If you find anything, feel free to call Clark Kent or Lois. And he's like, just call Kent. He'll gladly help with the investigation. And we can see that this means something, as we'll find later. And she's like, nice to meet you. It's a little not nice. And he turns back saying, and she like looks back and he's like, super hearing, stupid. And she's like, stupid whisper. So it was a nice little banter and he's, happy, but he flies off. And we just see then, we see Robo kill these people. And he's on this island on a little planet. And it's like, you're my first visitor here. So we see the guard, we just see the Guardian like this ever. Rogul Zar, I am Appa Ali Apsa. I'm not really here. I know who you are. You have news? You certainly found a unique place to live. Keeps me trained, body and mind. In between the wars, nothing is more important. This visit is made out of our undying respect. The Circle listen and consider your words carefully. It has been decided that your judgment in this matter is clouded by your personal history. The answer is no. It's important to us all that you know you are not being ignored. For all you've done for this galaxy, the sacrifices you have made, you have heard, but the Kryptonians have not acted towards anyone with aggression. Krypton must be allowed to rise and fall on their own. This seems to be in the past. So Krypton was already destroyed. But there is more than one way to say we believe they will rise to the challenge of their new place in the galaxy and act accordingly. Krypton will be left alone. Is it monetary? Have they gotten to you through there? Thank you for your service, Rogel. So he feels like they got paid off. And then he holds and he hangs his head in despair. Then they go back to the Daily Planet. Clark is at work. He's typing fast. And you just see exclusive downtown fire, maybe arson. Saying, tell me if you're sitting on gold, Kent. I have some arson, Mr. White. Arson? I'm looking for blood-curdling citywide conspiracy, and you bring me arson? Multiple counts. But still, arson? Superman was there, according to reports. Hey, Jimmy. Right. All right. It's like, and then we just see a card copy of Lois. We see a picture of Lois, but we see that something's wrong. Lois and John, and he's reminiscing about something. And we see that John is growing out of his old suit, getting taller, probably turning 11 in this one. It's like, and he's like, I can't go out like this. Yeah, I wouldn't. Mom said she had no time to fix it right now, so, and that I should, quote, join the legion of kids that are old enough to fix their own problems. Like, really? He didn't sell it? It was much funnier when I said it. Just see. Did the vice president admit to his previous undisclosed financial stake in Star Labs' overseas operations? He's about to. He just doesn't know it. And we just see him. And then we just see this light. It's like, Clark? Dad, what is it? Mind you, the family dynamic is still there, as it was in the Superman comic with Tomasi and Gleason. So I'm happy about that. Then we just see this blinding, flashing light. And we just see, Dad, what's it? It's like, oh God, Clark. And then to be continued next week in Man of Steel 2. And that's the end of that. So Bendis did two things. One, he maintained certain aspects of what the fans wanted, Superman being connected with his family and everything like that. It started off great. Superman did Superman things, saved people. We see that there's an unknown force ready to challenge the Man of Steel again. And he leaves you with issue 1 wanting more. And that's what an author should do. So maybe it's the editorial. Maybe he really feels pumped to be a new environment. I don't know. But I'm actually excited to read issue number 2. It was sold out at my comic book shop, so I gotta be on it next week. But we'll see what happens. So once again, thank y'all for watching. Please like, share, and subscribe, and hit the notifications. Make sure you're notified. Once again, I do these reviews for you, the people, because I want to discuss good comics and get your views on them. Thank y'all for watching, and I'll try to pump out more videos as much as I can. Thank you.